Hello, everybody. Sorry about the brightness in here. It's 120 degrees outside. I have blue light blocking computer glasses. I don't need a prescription, but for this glare, I do need something. So, as you know, I've been doing ketovore since about mid-April. On my last video, I told you what would I would tell you why I decided not to do carnivore. On the ketovore diet has have really have caused some good improvements in my health. I have much less inflammation in my back and hips, lower back. I have the degenerative disc disease. It's getting somewhat better. I'm sleeping a little better at nights. Also had noticed my skin's getting is clearer, not quite as bad, and my hair is still pretty bad. I lose about a handful out of my hair every day, but starting to get a little healthier. So I believe I'm getting all the vitamins, minerals, and all the nutrients I need on my ketovore diet. So what is the difference between the carnivore and ketovore diet? Or it's pretty strict. Real is just meat, mostly beef, from ruminant animals. A ruminant animal has four chambers in their stomachs to digest their food. So, so that it would include things like deer, cows, bison, buffalo, even goat meat and sheep or lamb. So and so a pig is not a ruminant, but different meats. But even so, even with pork, I think carnivore do eat other meats. It's pretty much any meats. They eat a lot of organ meats like liver, kidney, gizzard, heart, um, all the different organs, and also eat a lot of seafood like salmon, and they eat sardines and stuff. So ketovore, basically the same thing, except on ketovore you could pretty much eat any meat, and ketovore you can have some very low carbohydrates, anything between 20 and 20 to 50 carbohydrates a day, but one you have to be careful what you use as carbs because certain vegetables are very high in carbs. So both diets, you need to cut out all sugars, all you need have to cut out all high carb foods. All cut out the grains like bread and stuff. Cut out the seed oils and and cut out all the processed foods. So ketovore is very similar as carnivore, except not quite as strict. On carnivore, you can have some dairy, like heavy whipped cream, or you can have cheeses, lots of eggs on both the diets, and eggs, and also you can have some, like I said, some dairy. So still have to limit how much certain things you have, but carnivore to ketovore is very similar, except that ketovore is not nearly restrictive. Also, a carnivore, I found when it's just eating the meats, I got very bored with it. I cannot handle the organ meats. Not for me. It made me want to eat. In fact, just the smell of food from certain things. After I had the prosmia from where they had bad distorted taste and smell for over the year since I had my stroke, I just cannot handle certain things. I cannot eat salmon. I try to prepare it many different ways. That's every time that I got sick to my stomach, and I have very sensitive stomach for about handling certain foods. So so on ketovore, at least I could add some vegetables, and I like that part. And make sure I stick with between 20 to 50 carbs a day. And on occasion, they call it dirty keto. On occasion, I could eat store bought keto bread or store bought keto tortillas. So I have been known to use artificial sweeteners like stevia or erythritol, so allulose. So I have to be very careful at those things in the diet because it maybe to trigger me to want more sweets and too many carbs. So I do want to be careful. I don't eat seafood. I can't handle sardines or salmon or any kind of seafood. Only seafood I eat is some kind of in the past deep fried cod or deep fried fillet or so upsole as a fish and chips. I can't have the chips today. No, I can't eat the potatoes. Very high carbs. So, but could still eat cod or filet of sole. Also, have I can eat shrimp. I like shrimps. If it's broiled or uh, or steam or something like that. Anyhow, so I do like shrimp. So that's pretty much that's the limits of my diet. So there's a few other reasons. I feel carnivore is boring. In carnivore, there's not as many as you can make different kinds of recipes. In ketovore, you can make a lot more recipes with with a few vegetables or sauces or spices. So also, I have a real problem because I have no appetite. I haven't had it for many years. For many years, was only eating once a day, and I still might find if I try to eat any more, my stomach is just too full. It makes me want to eat too much food. So it's not good because on these diets, in order to have your energy, I used to got my energy used to come from sugar and carbs. Now has come from the fat and the fatty meats. So so I have to eat more to get all the nutrients I need from the meat. Really, you can get all your nutrients from your meat as long as you eat enough and the right stuff. So so I said tell you there's too many obstacles. One other main obstacle is I have can't afford carnivore strictly. I cannot afford. I have a $200 of food budget. Budget them all each month on my limited, low Social Security. So that's the way it is. So I have this today is only the 11th of the month. I've already spent my $200 for groceries. So believe me, I'm being very careful. So what I do eat, I eat a lot of hamburger. I eat bacon and eggs. I eat sometimes if I buy chuck roast and cut into two or three sections to get two or three meals at it. I buy cheap cuts. I can find any cheap cut of beef I can try to get, but it's usually so tough I have no teeth to chew with it. Only I have four teeth of my own in my mouth at the bottom, and the top is a plate. I don't have teeth that chew a lot of meat, and I'm terrible. I don't never cook the meat right. I overcook. I try not, but I do overcook it. I try to follow the direction that everybody gives on YouTube, and never works for me. Anyhow, so so financially, I cannot afford to go strict carnivore. Plus, in this area where I live, is it nothing the desert. It's very hard to find good meat, good quality food. I try to find meat that animals like beef that been raised in the pastures. There's very little grassland in Arizona, at least at what I've seen. So, so and and free roam animals and or chickens that get free roam. The best you, that's the best meat you can get. I have a couple other reasons that I decide not to do carnivore. Most carnivores believe they think we've been around for millions and years. I'm a believer in the Bible and God. I believe God put man on the earth about 7,000 years ago. He put us in a garden, and we never really ate meat until after man was kicked out of the garden. To, so actually, when the flood of Noah, it flooded the whole earth. That's when God gave the directions man could eat meat. So that's one thing. So I believe that, you know, I believe God meant us to eat both meat and plants. Although I believe has destroyed our food supply. Man has put chemicals in the ground, in the air, and they have polluted our water and our whole entire ecosystem, and they're destroying everything. So the food is very unhealthy. So we have to be careful and just pick and choose the best we can. So I still believe ketovore means for me, and I still get a lot of good healthy meats and healthy fats, but I can also get some carbohydrates. Otherwise, I don't know if I could survive. I have to eat something. I have to eat something. I'll keep losing weight, or I don't know. So I need to eat healthy. I decided ketovore is right for me, and everybody's have to decide for them on their own selves. So that's my reasons. So hope you got something out this video. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate all of your support and all your help. Don't forget to check the description below the video if you want to know anything more about me. And so keep coming back. Thank you. I appreciate it because my channel's going downhill. Ever since I have a stroke, a lot of difficult talking and putting out videos. So I'm losing a lot of subscribers. My channel's gone way down, but still, I still have 37,000 subscribers. So please keep coming. I need your help and I appreciate you. Thank you and I love you all. Bye bye. Have a good evening. Bye bye.